Please subscribe Raj Shamani Clips channel if you want to become a better leader for tomorrow and achieve your Indian dream in short amount of time with just small clips.
Okay, what's your take on this, living with your parents? Because now it's becoming more of a trend. Do you still live with your parents?
Yes.
Now it's becoming more of a trend that you want to move out, live alone.
I get it.
And especially the moody people, you're saying that you're moody.
I get it. See, society, culture, values, everything changes and adapts. I get it. In today's fast-paced life, if you're living in a city like Mumbai, you have very little time for family. I mean, I get it. I might not do it. I cannot think of not living with my parents, especially at the age at which they are now. My father's going to be 81, my mother's 75. So you want to be around them, you want to take care of them if you can. Both my parents, thankfully, are very active and independent. But still, when they've taken care of you when you were not able to take care of yourself. So you need to be around for them as well. हम लोग ज़्यादा ये सोचते हैं, look at all the sacrifices each and every one of our parents have made for us. And quietly, they've never, वो जताते नहीं हैं. All they want is to just know that the kids are okay. And I think part of Indian culture is a joint family system. And like today, I know, although सब लोग काम में व्यस्त रहते हैं, and there could be times when we don't see each other for days living under the same roof, because we're all different timings. But the fact that you just know कि घर पे कोई है, परिवार का कोई है, I like that. I like the fact that you have that one meal where everybody sits and talks and, or an evening where the rare evening कि सब लोग एक साथ मिल बैठ के, बातचीत करें, watch something together, whatever. It's so nice that I'm so lucky that even at the age of 47, I get to enjoy both my parents.
Yeah.
There's so many people, so many friends of mine who don't have both sets of parents. And I think very lucky, and I'd want to take care of them and enjoy their company and appreciate and learn from them till date as long as I can.
I want to ask something very personal. It's about relationship between a father and a son.
Ji.
Right? Usually कैसे होता है कि when you're growing up, there's a little man ego in you.
Sure.
Where you want to I want to become better than my father. I want to become bigger than my father. I don't want to be overshadowed. I'll have my own story. And usually in today's world, where kids have everything, when they have everything, they want to get out of the family and start everything from scratch because they have this little ego like, मैं मेरी story खुद बनाऊंगा. You never thought of it?
I mean, I understand why they would do that. I think that comes from the fact for a son that the gold standard for any son is his father. They're your heroes.
Yeah, 100%.
So I get that slight this is the best, now I have to be better. So I understand that healthy competition. And every human being is like that. That's fine. It shouldn't become unhealthy. For me, I've never looked upon it as an ego tussle ki इनके छत्र छाया के बाहर में जाके कुछ करूं. For me, it's about how can I best try and further his legacy. That's the perspective I look at it. My surname is sacred to me. I am whatever I am today because of my surname, which was given to me by my grandfather. And then my father did a fantastic job of furthering that name and the dignity associated with it. I've always said it's my duty as his son to further that legacy and not compromise those things, because they've worked very hard to achieve that. So I've never looked at life in that way कि नहीं मैं भी कुछ करके दिखाऊंगा. मेरी फिल्म अभी रिलीज होने जा रही है घूमर. I hope, I pray, it very seldom happens, but I hope that after my father watches it, he's proud. I hope my mother's proud. They feel, okay, our son is doing good work. He's making a name for himself and helping the family name. These things matter a lot to me. I see my wife teach that to my daughter. I mean, we don't want to put pressure on her that, oh, there's all this pressure, but you must be respectful of what your father, your Dadaji and your Pardadaji have also done and achieved, and you must respect that. and you must work. Never do anything to deplete that. So that's the way I look at it. I've never had that kind of ego tussle with my dad ki nahi, main bhi karke dikhaunga.
So
For me, it's about how can I help try and grow what you've done such a wonderful job of doing.
do you think that that also comes because maybe you and your father, you guys are very vocal about complimenting each other or appreciating each other's
We're
work?
not actually.
You're not?
नहीं, वो आजकल वो ट्विटर पे ज्यादा भावुक हो जाते हैं. But I think he's just being, a proud father.
Yeah.
But in face to face, we're normal.
He doesn't come and tell you, hey, I love you. Does that happen? Or is like it's very difficult to have a conversation?
No, that way we're emotionally very good with each other. I mean, we're hugging kind of a family, and yeah, that he does. He's not going to go crazy about it, but yeah, he makes you feel very special.
Do you feel difficult in showing the love to your parents or
Not at all.
Not at all?
No. I'm a very loving kind of, very tactile, and I'm like that, yeah.
Because I'll tell you, okay, my story with my father. My father is a business person and I built another business together. So
Sure.
it's just what happened. I was always just trying to get his validation.
Of course.
Like always.
I told you why. Because there are heroes.
Yeah.
We might not admit it, but there are heroes, and you want your hero to say, job well done.
Exactly. And that never happened until recently. So I was always like,
Wow, that must have been amazing, huh?
I know, right?
I will never forget the first time my father appreciated my work. It's one of my most special and treasured memories of all time. And I mean, I didn't think of it that way, but for any son, subconsciously, it's like I said, it's the greatest gift that you can ever get is when your parent or your father appreciates what you've done.
Oh, 100%.
On another level, I also feel fathers are the world's worst teachers.
Why?
You थोड़ी देर के बाद they just pull rank on you, na? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Men are not very good at explaining, and थोड़ी देर बाद नहीं समझ रहे यार, I'm telling you to do it, just do it. And you're like, नहीं, but क्यों? Don't ask questions. I feel fathers are not good teachers. They're better examples. That's why I said, it's important that you lead by example. A parent might, I don't think they'll be very good teachers.
Damn.
Because we're so close to that emotion, right? You're so protective and possessive. Like say your father is actually so emotional, protective and possessive about you. You're his child. You're his next generation, So after a while, you're not able to, you get frustrated because I don't think fathers can be very good teachers. So the best teacher you can be as a parent is to just lead by example.
I never thought of it,
Think
but
of
that's
it.
so true.
Yeah, it's very true.
It is, because this is what exactly would happen. If my father has to say something, he'll say it one or two times like, "Bas bol diya na, I know it for you."
Correct. If you ask a question, why are you asking me? I've told you something, just do it. Because it's not coming from a bad place. I think we just aren't able to, after a while, अरे हर चीज justify करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती यार, तुम बस कर लो ना, मैं बोल रहा हूँ. I'm never going to think ill for you. So why are you questioning me? And I think each newer generation, the one thing they all do is question.
Yeah.
Because that whole sense of hierarchy is hardly there. आप आजकल की जो नई पीढ़ी है, अगर आप उनसे बात करें, and we say ये करो, क्यों? अरे बोला ना क्यों? No, but क्यों? They're not being disrespectful. They genuinely want to
ask questions.
What do you mean hierarchy? We're all just
same.
Talk to me like an equal.
Does that happen? Does your daughter question you about things?
Yeah, all the time.
She's too young for questions.
No, she's 11 now, but they're 11 going on 25. All of them. This generation is amazing. No, you can't pull rank on her.
Yeah.
And on a certain level, that's nice. You can't say, I'm your dad, just do it. Her response is, I'm your daughter, you do it. How do you argue that? You know what I'm saying? It's so true.
That's a fair argument. I'll start playing that card on my dad now.
Yeah. मैं आपका बेटा हूँ. मैं पूछ रहा हूँ, आप करिए.
Thank you for watching this till the end. If you want to become a better leader for tomorrow, then subscribe our channel for more such clips.